Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yep, what's good, original crew, man? We're back. Hey, man, we're back on the channel. We got another body cam for us today. Cops suspect missing grandmother was chopped up and grilled by her own family. You need to revisit that time.
No, I don't.
Was crazy.
I don't. No.
Sick. What else you about to say? That's what?
Nothing.
Gruesome. Oh, I thought you had nothing. Hey, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go. If you want to first support, you got to do it. Check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video.
Like it with a thumbs up.
You ready for this? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's check it out. Let's see what it's about.
May 27th, 2023. It's a quiet summer afternoon in this Maryland neighborhood. But when a neighbor spots a plume of black smoke rising into the air from the brush in a nearby house's backyard, they call the fire department. The fire department arrives to investigate. But by then, the fire has burned out and there's no sign of any arsonists. Little do they know that 4 days earlier, this house that looks just like all the rest was the scene of something like a horror movie.
Woman allegedly killed and dismembered by her daughter and granddaughter. It's a case that is stopping everyone in their tracks.
Burned and dismembered her body into more than 67 pieces.
This is Celia Hardy. She's 19, and she says that her grandmother's screams aren't all that unusual.
She always screamed. Like when she was to fall and stuff, she would always scream. So we found a dismembered body. Do you know what dismembered means? Okay, so we found pieces of her body. Pieces like chopped up, like somebody's body was chopped up in bags in the house. I can't say for sure that it's your grandmother. I don't know whose body it is. I don't know who else's body would be in the house.
But her grandmother, 71-year-old Margaret Craig, hasn't been seen since. When the police get involved, they'll discover that this apparent missing persons case is far from ordinary.
I know she went missing twice last year, and then January she did the same thing.
Was there a report for that?
No, she came back the third day, but she never said what she was or anything. And I kept on asking, she didn't want to tell me.
A grandmother's scream, a smoking grill, and a chainsaw bought from Amazon. Here on the decoder, with never-before-seen interview footage, this is the disturbing story of the disappearance of Margaret Craig. She's known affectionately as Auntie Joyce among her relatives. As she got older, she began experiencing health issues. She'd recently suffered multiple strokes, and as a result, she needed long-term care. Her nurse was her daughter, 44-year-old Candace, living under the same roof and spending almost all their time together. Candace was dedicated to looking after her mother. She seems to have been the perfect daughter to the perfect mom. As a result, anyone would think she'd be distraught at the idea her mom had gone missing and that she'd contact the authorities as soon as she could. But it doesn't work out quite that way. On May 31st, one of Margaret's nephews drives over to the house. She hasn't been returning his calls for a week now. Having had so many medical emergencies in the past, her relatives are terrified that the next one will be her last. When no one answers his knock on the door, he calls the police. He messages Candace at the same time. He says, "I'm on the phone with the police. They are doing a wellness check. Sorry to scare you, but this is not normal." She responds with a thumbs up. When she finally comes to the door, she tells the family members that are gathered there that Margaret's gone to a friend's house. She says she'll go to the police once 72 hours has passed, not before. This is convincing enough that the responding officer leaves without taking any action.
Huh?
Oh, I thought you were about to say
No,
something.
I'm just saying it's weird, but okay, whatever.
This is convincing enough that the responding officer leaves without taking any action. Margaret is an adult, after all, even if she's a vulnerable one. Candace's words are enough for the police, but not for Margaret's family. One of them, at least, is still concerned enough that 2 days later, on June 2nd, they call 911 again.
Somebody did come forward and contacted the police department and asked the police to do a welfare check
Officers respond to Margaret's address at 1:37 p.m. Candace answers the door and lets the cops in, seemingly ignorant that there's anything to worry about. It hasn't yet been 72 hours, after all, since she last saw her ailing mother, at least according to her. But what the police discover inside the house will throw everything into question, including the devoted daughter's claims. Is Margaret really missing, or is the truth something worse? The investigators sit down with both Candace and her daughter Celia. They want to know when exactly they last saw Margaret, in what circumstances, and what they think might have happened to their beloved mother and grandmother. Candace is visibly in pain before the investigator comes in to talk to her. She's recently had issues with her back and went to the ER for it about a month ago. Has something she's done recently, some physical activity, like heavy lifting, aggravated the issue again? It's body language like this that will be key in her interview. Pressure from family members, the community, and the media is mounting. They need to find out if Candace and her daughter's stories match up.
Basic information. What is your last name?
Craig. Who do you live with in that house? My grandmother, my mother, and my mother's boyfriend. What's his name? How long has he been living in the house with y'all? 2 years now. 2 years?
The investigators can tell Celia has something to say.
So when was the last time you seen your grandmother? On Tuesday, before I left to go to work. And you saw her last on, around what time was that when you went to work? Was it 11:30 in the morning? Yeah, before I went to work. Was she okay? Like, was
Yeah,
it?
I had to check on her to let her know I was going to work.
Where was she at?
She was laying down.
In her room?
Yeah.
Okay. When you said you checked on her, was something wrong with her?
No, I guess she was just sleeping.
Okay.
So I know that your mother's missing. What is, kind of fill me into what's going on?
My daughter saw her on Tuesday. She said she was in the bathroom dumping her colostomy bag, and her grandma come out her room.
Got a story already not matching up.
And then she went out the front door. And then when she went out the bathroom, she realized the front door was open, so she knew she had to leave. But she didn't see her leave, but she knew she heard her.
So I saw her Tuesday, May 29th.
Yeah, she said before she went to work.
So far, so good. Both mother and daughter concur that the last time Margaret was seen was on Tuesday, 3 days earlier, May 30th.
And you said you last saw your mother on Monday.
Yeah, we put some stuff on the grill and took some food into her room.
What did you see her at?
In the house. Yeah, we took some food to her bedroom. We had put some hamburgers on the grill and chicken.
What is the condition of your mother?
She had a couple strokes, diabetic. She was showing signs of early dementia, not really diagnosed. The doctor never diagnosed her. She didn't want to go.
As Candace
So
is
she has a colostomy bag. She's a diabetic.
Had a
Signs of stroke.
Had several
Showing
strokes.
signs of dementia, but not diagnosed. And you like, I'm not going to worry about her just leaving the house.
Because she does it all the
I
time.
wait for 72 hours.
Nah.
What type of daughter are you? Even before knowing all this stuff, if I'm an officer, I'm like, well, I guess I would have known all this stuff beforehand.
Yeah.
But still, I'm still like, my sickly mom is just gone. No. Because what happened by my mama, baby? You gone for 3-4 hours and I don't know where you at. What's up? Baby, I'm calling the people. Because that's not like her.
Yeah.
Really diagnosed. The doctor never diagnosed her. She didn't want to go.
As Candace is talking about her mother's condition, we observe her touching her neck and her back again, like she can't get comfortable. This is a stressful situation, and she's only making her mother sound more vulnerable. Perhaps, conveniently, the undiagnosed dementia is something no doctor can confirm.
What do you know about her personal life or anything? Like anything going on in the house, that would be
I know
issues?
she's been stressed and depressed. So,
With what?
sister,
Mm-hmm.
he like took her money and stuff.
Celia, meanwhile, focuses less on her grandmother's medical issues and more on her family's personal ones.
What was her condition when you saw her Monday?
She was quiet all day on Monday. She basically stayed in the room. She didn't really do anything. That was it. She was in the bed. It was quiet. Like the last couple of days, she was just quiet. It was like you can hear her on the phone talking, and then she would just start crying when she gets off the phone, like she was depressed. And I kept on telling her, I said, you need to tell your family how you're feeling. that she didn't want them to know certain things, and she was like quiet.
So where do you think she don't drive, right?
No.
Well, she didn't drive.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think she went?
I have no idea. Normally, if she needs to go somewhere, she'll ask me. But I went to the ER the first week of May, so regarding my spine, so I haven't been driving that much. But normally, she'll call her brother-in-law, but they didn't pick her up that day. And my dad is really not concerned. He's thinking that she's with some man. I said, no, if she was with some man, she would have told me. So I don't think that's the case. But he's like, oh, she'll pop up.
Candace is downplaying her lack of concern now, but just next door, Celia is undermining her mother's story.
So is that normal for you? Like if you came home and didn't see your grandmother for 3 or 4 days, would you think that was normal or is that abnormal?
No, that's not normal. But my mother, she been telling me how she did it before, but I never knew that she did it before.
Okay, but normally you're seeing her every day when you come home from work or when you're leaving the house.
Yeah.
So you
She's mostly in her room all the time.
Where did your mom say she went?
Oh, she don't know.
So she didn't say she went to a friend's house or anything?
Yeah.
So who reported her missing?
Today, I don't know. I know she went missing twice last year, and then January she did the same thing. And
Was there a report for that?
no, she came back the 3rd day, but she never said who she was or anything. And I kept on asking, she didn't want to tell me. But she came back the 3rd day. I don't know who made the report today. So me and my cousin were supposed to go to the police station today to file a report. So Wednesday, the police came to the house. I think one of my cousins called, so they came to the house and they looked around. And I told them about the history of her being gone, and they was like, well, I will wait out 72 hours to see if she came back. And that's the reason why I was going to file today.
When was the last time you spoke to your mom over the phone?
She texted me Monday to come down and open a bottle of water, but that was about it. And usually when I text her, she never responds, hardly. And if she needs me, she'll come by the step and she'll call my name. And she'll bang on the wall.
Text you on Monday.
No, that's the cell phone I text. That's the house phone. She'll call me from the house phone if she needs me.
Until now, all of Candace's story has been anecdotal, but a text is something they can check against phone records. They can see if a text was sent from Margaret's phone on Monday, May 29th, but they can't know if it was Margaret herself who sent it.
How did you guys get here today? Tell me what happened today.
Today, I was in the basement cleaning up my daughter's colostomy bag, Soraya, because she had a mess over the place. And there was a knock on the door. And then the officer,
the daughter has a colostomy bag, not the mom.
I ain't gonna hold you. I thought it was the mom.
How she said earlier, I thought it was the mom. I was a little confused. Okay, my bad.
Over the place. And there was a knock on the door. And then the officer, someone reported her missing. And he came in and he looked around the place and that was it. So they had me upstairs in the living room. They didn't allow anybody to come in the house or to leave the house. And I'm here. When I talked to the police officer, he just said they was going to ask me questions about the last time I've seen my mom and stuff like that.
The investigator tries to determine what this partially disabled 71-year-old might have taken with her if she'd left the house of her own accord.
Does this seem strange that I know that you said previously, she did it twice or 3 times in the past, but this has been for about 5 days. So this doesn't seem strange to you?
She was gone 3 days before, so I'm thinking, okay, she's going to pop up at the end of the day, but that never happened. So I said if she doesn't pop up, I told family members, if she's not here by 72 hours, I'm going to file a report. Because before she came home, the 2nd day or 3rd day.
She'd need money, too, if she'd taken off.
So do you have access to your mom's account or anything like that?
Yeah.
So have you noticed in the last 4 or 5 days any normal transactions?
She has not made nothing. She doesn't have a credit card, so it's not nothing. and she can't remember her passwords. Her book, what she has on her passwords, was on the bed.
Like what kind of account?
So all this don't nothing. It ain't nothing alarming to you. You say she wandered off, right? But she didn't take. She doesn't have any credit card. She doesn't take.
Did she take her meds? Because you said is she on medication? You said she's diabetic.
Yeah.
Is she on any type of medication?
And she previously had several strokes, so I'm sure she's on medication for that too.
And then you said your dad, she said her dad, whatever, was like, maybe she with a man. You was like, no, if she was with a man, she would have told me. So she'll tell you she with a man, but she ain't gonna tell you that she going with a friend, because that's what, or it just don't make sense. What?
Kind of, sort of. That part can be true. But we know it ain't true.
Yeah, what part can be true?
That if she's with a new man, she would have told her, but if she with a friend, not. My mom tell us.
Because she said if she was with a man, she would have told me.
Yeah, like my mom, when she be going...
You go somewhere,
when she be going to places, if she go somewhere with a guy, she'll tell somebody. But if she with her friends, she don't tell.
But my thing is, if she with a friend that y'all know, I'm pretty sure y'all would know the friend. You could just call her friends. Is she with you? Is she...
True. That part's true. Okay. What you saying, that part is true.
Well, regardless of that, we know it's not. We ain't got to talk about it. We know it's not true.
But hold on. What I'm trying to say is, there's too many circumstances that screams alarming. One, like you said, medication, because she's sick. She's sick to the point where she needs to be in your care. Mm-hmm. So also, she didn't take her phone. Well, we don't know about the phone, but she didn't take any form of payment for anything. Mm-hmm. Nobody's gonna leave the house with no form of payment for anything. If I'm going, especially hanging with people, we might be going shopping. We might be going out to eat. I need forms of payment, right?
Right, and you keep saying, "Oh, I'm gonna wait 72 hours." Well, technically, it's already been 72 hours from the day she went missing.
Cause what day was it when she went missing?
The 29th.
Oh. You got the 30th, 31st. It's 4 days.
Now we on June 2nd.
Yeah, 4 days. 4 days after, right?
Capital One.
She got Capital One.
Yeah.
And you haven't noticed any transactions on her Capital One card from...
The only transactions that was made, that I made them, she didn't make anything.
It's becoming clear here that Candace is the closest person in the world to her mom, who's separated from her husband and has no other children. If she doesn't know where Margaret is, with access to her bank accounts and knowledge of everything happening in her life, then who does? But Candace is continuing to emphasize her mother's poor mental well-being.
How would you describe your relationship with your mom?
We're close. She calls on me for everything. She probably is not happy with the career choice that I made. Like, she wanted me to continue school. She probably had disappointments about that. But other than that, she calls on me every day. Anytime she needs something, it's me. I guess my mother and daughter relationship, I should say.
You mean like my mother and her relationship?
Mm-hmm.
How is it? It's okay.
Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, outside of like, the regular family argument, like, we just,
I've been hearing my mother been taking her money too.
Is she unemployed?
Yeah.
How long has she been unemployed?
She stopped working, I say, some years now.
Okay.
More than 3 years. She said she gets paychecks, but I don't know how.
Okay.
Talia again agrees with her mom's account, but she goes even further. Candace's lack of employment has been a source of tension in the house.
You ever been violent with her or anything, or?
No, never.
Okay.
I don't have her yelling or they don't yell at every step or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I know, like, my grandmother, she calls my mother name, like, every day. She gets irritated and stuff. Like, why should be calling me and stuff, but that's about it.
Okay.
Now, hold on a minute. We've been talking about a missing elderly lady, confused and depressed with likely undiagnosed dementia, according to her daughter. Only now, the investigators are asking about violence. There's something else going on here.
And you're not, so she calls you every day, and at this point, you're not concerned, even though you typically talk to her daily. And here it is, it's been 4 days, 5 days, and...
That's what said it's 72 hours I was going to report. So I said if I didn't hear from her by 72 hours, yes, I'll file. That's when my concern will kick in.
So, okay, so we have some investigators that are at the house now. They conducted they got a court-ordered search warrant to search the house. So they're doing that now.
Candace's face looks stricken. She's shaken to her core. But why? If it's because they're searching her house, what is she so afraid they'll find? Little does she know, they've already found it.
So right now, what we're investigating, we found a dismembered body. Do you know what dismembered means? Okay, so we found pieces of a body. Pieces like chopped up, like somebody's body was chopped up in bags in the house. I can't say for sure that it's your grandmother. I don't know whose body it is. I don't know who else's body would be in the house, but she's obviously missing at this point. We'll get her. We'll get whoever it is identified, but more than likely, based off of saying that, everybody saying that they haven't seen her, it probably is her. So that's what I'm a homicide detective. So that's what I'm investigating. So that's why I'm asking you the questions along the lines of would it if it got to a point where it got so to the point where maybe it got so violent, you know what I'm saying? So because the thing is that it wouldn't make any sense for us to find pieces and bags in the house.
Let's go back to the moment earlier this same day when the police arrived at Margaret's address for the welfare check. It's just after lunchtime, and they're expecting it to be little more than a routine visit. The trail, if there is a trail, will surely lead them out and away from the house. But it doesn't. The second Candace lets them in, they notice a strange smell lingering in the air. The smell is that of decaying human flesh.
Wow.
They also spot 3 white plastic trash bags on the floor of the basement. Around these, they see bloodstains. One of the bags is open, and it visibly contains human brain matter. There's a knife lying on the floor beside it. Candace Craig has just let the cops into a murder scene. As the officers search the house, they also find a chainsaw cover, cutting utensils, and cleaning materials.
Bro.
Finally, they discover the chainsaw itself. It doesn't take much of a leap of the imagination to realize what horrible purpose that chainsaw had. A neighbor approaches the police, seeing them roping the house off as a crime scene.
They even had a little table with one of the umbrellas. They had that out there. They had the grill.
In hindsight, they think that what Candace and Celia were burning was human remains. Candace isn't going to crack, so the investigators focus in on the weaker link of the two, Celia.
What you looking at me like that for?
I just can't believe what I'm hearing. This is so insane.
This is one of the most disgusting cases we've heard thus far of doing all these body cams, bro. The fact that you can fathom to do your mom, and shorty, you can be okay with doing your grandmother, which no, that one with the heart, that was.
They all crazy, bro.
And then he's just cold blooded.
Right?
No
emotions. You just sitting here, no emotion, nothing.
Just, oh my bad, oh my bad, oh. That's all she like. Yeah, I went to the doctor for my back. And I guess she's tried to say the colostomy bag is the reason why it stinks.
Investigators focus in on the weaker.
You want me to tell you how dumb y'all are? It's been how long? Nobody was expecting y'all of anything. Y'all didn't even get rid of shit. Everything is just still there.
Link of the two, Celia.
So like I said, I can't say this for sure. It's the grandmother. More than likely, it probably is. Because, who else would be chopped up, in the basement? So that's where we found the pieces of her body at. That's what, at this point, that's what we're investigating, a murder at this point.
A sudden revelation of the depth of the police's knowledge like this can often make a suspect fall apart, and Celia is no exception. She starts telling the truth immediately.
So if you can think of anything, let me know.
I know I heard my grandmother scream, but
when was this?
This was Monday. Now I know her scream, but she always screams. Like when she was to fall and stuff, she would always scream. So I asked my mother, what is that? She said that their boyfriend did knock something over, but all I heard was a scream. So I really don't know why.
So you heard her scream on Monday night, and then you woke up, or was you in your room?
I was already up.
Oh, so you was already up in your room?
Yeah.
And then you came out of your room, actually?
No, my mom, she came in my room. I was like, who's that screaming? She was like, Benny knocked something over, but it didn't sound like Benny knocked over something, because he was in the basement. I couldn't really hear anything.
So you heard her scream basically from her room, and then your mother came in your room, and shortly after, and she said that it was Benny had knocked over something. Yeah. You just didn't think twice about it.
Yeah, because she always, when she falls, she screams.
Okay.
The investigator knows she's starting to get somewhere. In order to encourage this confessional spirit, she offers Celia some food or drink, like a reward.
Do you need any water or anything?
Yeah.
Anything to eat, anything like that? Yeah. We have snacks and stuff.
Yeah.
What do you eat? Like, are you allergic to anything?
Pineapple.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Then she leaves Celia alone for a moment to stew in her thoughts. Look at her body language here. The reality of what's happening is slowly sinking in. She's resorting to self-soothing, hugging herself for comfort. She looks at the cuffs attached to the walls, like she's contemplating the very real possibility of future prison time. Her only hope is cooperation with the cops. Like she's resigned to this, she takes the fruit cup the investigator gave her and opens it. She's going.
Boy, I ain't snitching for no fruit cup. Girl. Oh, they couldn't get you no Chick-fil-A. They couldn't get you no Mickey D. They brought your ass a fruit cup. So where Benny at?
How much longer we got? Hopefully they go pick him up too. Because he stay in the house. You been in the house? What the daughter say? You been living there for 2 years? The mom ain't there? What's up, Margaret?
Come on,
Did
Benny.
you help with everything?
Yeah,
or did you know after the fact and then you help clean up?
He probably helped orchestrate it. Probably was the whole plan from the jump, because I'm sure he coasting for
money?
For a free ride too. He coasting off a free ride. He ain't paying no rent. He probably ain't helping out on nothing. Were y'all gonna act like she just was missing and keep her, like, social security checks was coming in?
That's what I said. They try to do it for money or something?
Because you were the only child. You wouldn't expect the other family to show up and say nothing, though. You get what I mean?
Going to try to take charge of her future now, even if that means turning on her mom.
I just want to clarify. So you said that you heard your grandmother scream on Monday night, but you still saw her on Tuesday morning? And you're sure that she was snoring and not, like, and you just didn't, like, you know what I mean?
I heard a noise, so I guess she was snoring.
Okay, so you're sure?
I told her that I was leaving out. I didn't hear
But she didn't respond back to you?
No.
So she very well could have not been alive at that point.
I don't know.
Okay, were y'all close? Okay.
Candace's story hinges on her daughter having seen Margaret alive on Tuesday, but Celia didn't actually see her.
Because, it's one thing for a loved one to die from cancer or old age or whatever, but to have someone die, where they're, chopped up, that's completely, that's different. That's a different kind of suffering. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing natural about that. So that's why we're just trying to get to the bottom of this story, because it just, the smell of a dead body is very, very memorable. So, you come in the house, in how we found her, or wherever this body is, how we found the body had to, was dead for at least 2, 3, 4 days, because it was kind of decomposed. So it had been there for a little bit. It would match up for what you heard on Monday, because, it's now Friday. So a body, chopped up or whatever, and it would make sense. What you heard on Monday, it could have been, whatever was going on down there.
Damn, y'all killed on Memorial Day? Memorial Day. That would have been a memorial, right? Right? May 29th. Yes, the last Monday of the month. Memorial Day. That's fucked up.
Oh yeah, because she said she had put some stuff on the grill and stuff like that.
She was saying that.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. But I'm just saying, yeah.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't have been like, oh, this is like a random day. People, you know what I'm saying? That's sick, bro.
Sick as hell.
That's evil. To do that to your mama?
To your own mama.
To anyone, for that, but your mom that you was supposed to be taking care of.
That's sick. Ill. Come on, bro.
That would make sense. But if you're saying that you saw her on Tuesday, and seen her sleeping, that part wouldn't, like I said, it wouldn't go with how long that body would have been, like, in the bag, you know what I'm saying? We're just investigating this at this point, so we're looking when you know anything that you know, like it's important. And even if it's something small that you might think, like, it might not matter, it would matter to us.
I was going through my Amazon orders.
Mm-hmm.
I saw she ordered a chainsaw.
Mm-hmm. On what day was this?
I gotta look back on the orders.
Mm-hmm. Was it this week though?
Yeah, it was this week.
Okay.
I know she ordered a chainsaw, and I was asking like, what is it for? She didn't really tell me.
The detective clarifies what she already suspects, that Candace is the prime suspect here.
Is she like normal? Does she have like rage fits? Is she violent any time?
I know my mother and Billy, they argue and stuff, so she would like throw stuff at him, like throw like hard stuff. Like last time she threw something at him, I made a hole in the wall.
So you just pretty much have like fights between them, but never with your grandmother. Has Benny ever had any issues with your grandmother?
We observe Celia keeping her arms wrapped tightly around herself as she reveals how conditional her mother's love can be.
Today she was just texting me, oh, I love you. So when she's telling me that she loves me, she wants me to know something really bad happened. Or she did something.
Is that abnormal for her, or normally when something goes wrong, that's what she normally tells you?
Something goes wrong.
When was the last time she said that to you when something went wrong? Like what happened with that?
She learned these things, I love you, so...
You just knew something was up because she was saying
I was at work, she was telling me the police is here, I love you, and I was calling her phone, she didn't answer, she finally answered. She told both my sisters the same thing, she loved them and stuff. So I just knew something was wrong.
This is an obstacle to her cooperation. She doesn't want to betray her mom. The investigator...
So do you think,
I have no clue. Oh, you saying, do I think I have no clue.
Tries to put her mind at ease.
We don't go back and forth about.
It's just no way, regardless if you've never smelled decomposing body before, whatever the case may be, the fact that there's a stench in the house and your grandmother is missing, and I heard a scream. I know what I heard. Don't come in here and tell me that there was something falling. It wasn't a thump. It was you know what I'm saying? But everyone is different and processing things and comprehending things and piecing things together. So,
because that body count we did earlier, dude said he was talking about the rat. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, all right, okay. So now I'm assuming dead smells dead, no matter like what kind of. It's just probably more stench than others, right? Mm-hmm. Cause that smell of that snake. That was one of the most foulest smells I ever smelled in my life. Worse than trash. So I'm assuming that a human is probably 10 times worse than that. So yeah, when you walk up on something, it hits you, like, what the fuck is that? Right. You know, you like, what the hell?
Especially if the house normally doesn't smell like that. So I'm like, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So you been living in this house. You ain't hit the... I know you got colostomy bag. That stench ain't the same, bro.
Unless you had knowledge and you just have gotten like y'all living in it, so it's like kind of you get immune to it a little bit. But I don't know how you can get immune to.
I can't get immune to
decomposing. Don't know, but yeah.
Some dead stink, bro. It stinks horrible.
Facts.
The investigator tries to put her mind at ease.
We don't go back and forth about, like, you know, or we'll go to your mom and be like, okay, well, your daughter said this, but that doesn't make sense. We would let your mom tell her story, and then after she's finished telling us, like, we'll ask questions and be like, hey, so you didn't smell a body in the basement, and then we leave it at that. And then we just talk at the table, and that's it. Yesterday when I was washing clothes, I did smell something, but I don't know what type of smell that was. You never smelled it before? No, just a bad smell. It just stunk? Yeah, it's like the whole basement living room. It just stunk. And I realized the carpet was gone. Did you have carpet there before? Okay, and it just disappeared? Yeah.
The smell of a corpse is obvious. So obvious that the police didn't need to be in the house for more than a few moments that day to realize what they'd walked into. The investigator tries to impress this upon Celia.
So through this whole thing, like between your mother telling you not to go to your grandmother's room, to seeing the carpet gone, to like you didn't think like anything was going, like where it was going on, because like so did, like your mother never at any point said like, hey, this is what happened, like this whole entire thing. This seemed weird, but I was trying to ask a question. What did you ask me? Have you heard from grandma and stuff like that? She said no. She was texting her and stuff, like texting back and stuff, going back and forth with my mom. And I know she went grilling. She tried to grill. Like when you like barbecue. I know she tried to grill. Did I eat any of that food, or she just grilled and didn't bring nothing in? No, she just grilled. Okay, but I smelled it, but I just didn't see no. But you didn't see no.
You know what? That is crazy true, right?
You done went out there and grilled, but ain't bought no food.
No.
What?
Grilling human flesh is gonna smell different.
It smells different. Well, I assume it smells different.
That's gonna be alarming, and that's probably why she was like, "Oh no, this is gonna be too."
And then it's gonna be alarming to me. I'm like, oh, mom out there grilling, but she ain't brought nothing up in here. I'm thinking we about to eat some food.
I don't know. I don't trust her. Like, the daughter.
And I'm gonna be like, mom, where the food at? I thought you was grilling.
Unless it all ain't up there.
I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of.
All the carpet missing. Oh, it's stanky in the house.
Mama was grilling, but she bring no food in the house. Grandma missed it. I heard her scream. I haven't seen Grandma.
Mama got some money, but she ain't got no.
She ordered a chainsaw for Amazon. I'm asking her questions. She not answering me back for real.
And ain't nothing adding up.
Like, I'm gonna be like, at this point, I'm gonna have to be blunt. Mama, did you? Because ain't no way unless you just like can't. Well, I think anyone was like, this is my mama. I couldn't like fathom her doing that to my grandmother. Which
but my
is her
grandma
mom.
Just gone, bro.
You know, but I'm saying some people like either you don't want to think that, so you try to block it out of your head.
But there's too many signs.
Yes, everybody's not the same. I said that. That's why I said I don't know what level of.
Yeah, I know.
But
still too many damn signs.
It's a lot of signs. It's just like things are not adding up.
The stench alone gonna make you. What is that smell?
The fact my grandma missing period for days is enough for me. And you're not worried? I'm like, come on.
Food not like that for her. Okay. So when your cousin, I guess, came over and suspicious of the whole thing, because they're the ones who kind of initiated this whole thing anyway. Because then I guess they couldn't get a hold of her. And then they came in, like you said, they went to the house. Police came, they found nothing. Did you never see those trash bags in the basement at all? No. Just did you smell it?
Celia's listing her mother's suspicious behaviors, but she's not quite revealing everything.
I'm asking, like, what do you think could have went wrong between your mom and your grandmother to the point where it could have got, like, to the point where your grandmother ended up in a position where they might have been in either a physical altercation or altercation that just went bad and she got to this point? I think altercation over the day. Because I heard her scream. You hear your grandmother, but you didn't hear anybody else scream that night. Like nobody argued or nothing. You heard her scream. You know, I just heard her scream. Then after that, no scream at all. That next morning, you saw her before you went to work. Yeah. You think you heard her snoring though? Yeah. Did you smell anything when you went in the room? I think I smelled pee. Okay, so it kind of stuck in the room. Yeah, I just smelled like pee. Did they mention?
But she possibly would have been dead this whole time, and you telling me the only thing you smelled was pee?
It would have just been the next day, so it wouldn't have smelled like a decomposing body.
That would have been over 12 hours, though.
Especially if you have the air on in the house. It's May, so I assume you probably have like the air on. It's a little bit cooler in the house. I don't know if she under the covers. Like, is she in the, like, did you go touch? No, obviously you didn't go touch her. You didn't go see her face.
You know what?
Didn't go
I get a benefit of the doubt with her. Because what you were saying earlier.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
And the police report that you and mom were acting kind of weird that day. Like, kind of trying to get them out. No.
Oh.
Did they mention in the police report that you and mom were acting kind of weird?
You and your mom
were acting kind of weird that day.
I'm telling you, bro. I just don't.
Unless she's sitting here playing dumb. That's all. Like, you sit.
Don't play with me,
you
bro.
sit here playing dumb, trying to act all innocent, like you don't know nothing. Because
shit.
There's no way that y'all are sent. Like, there's no possible way. Your grandmother is. Your grandmother is in the corner, in bags.
I don't think she ever saw her grandma that morning.
In bags. When the police come in, like, y'all got everything just propped up for them. The knife is in front of the bags. They got the chainsaw over here. I don't know where the chainsaw was.
It's been 4 days. How y'all ain't got rid of none?
You like, oh, I was washing my clothes. I smelled something. Oh, the carpet was gone. I didn't really think. Like, girl, be for real.
You know how many trips you could have made if you really...
Hey, come on.
It's crazy.
That day. Like, kind of trying to get them out. No.
I was trying to, like, get them to stay.
To stay? And your mom was trying to get them?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out where she was at too.
Oh, well.
I don't know, she was people playing her, oh, they need to leave.
What's most clear is that Celia couldn't have failed to notice her grandmother being murdered right under her very nose. And when these dominoes fall, they all fall. She sketches out a horrifying sequence of events. On May 23rd, the early hours of Tuesday morning, over a week earlier, Celia heard her grandmother scream. The next day, she found Margaret's remains in a blue bin in her bedroom.
Do he mean May 29th?
No.
May 23rd or May 29th?
He gotta be the 29th.
It gotta be the 29th.
Cause if it's the 23rd, bro.
Cause the 29th is when y'all kept saying y'all last seen her, which was on a Monday.
Well, that they kept saying, but the family, for them to come up, pull up.
So unless they got some other info that hasn't been given, so May, I'm just gonna write May 23rd.
No
okay.
way, bro. Are we serious? See. A week prior? So she...
Come on now.
Yeah, for y'all to even keep the body in the house this whole time, y'all dumb as hell for that. If that is the case, lock their ass up, bro. Throw away the key. They in Maryland. They ain't got the DP.
When she confronted her mother about this, Candace enlisted her help in dismembering Margaret's body using the chainsaw she'd purchased on Amazon. They tried to burn her remains on May 27th, the day the neighbors saw the fire. They also tried to grill her body parts, grilling pieces of chicken alongside them to try to disguise the smell. Candace had killed her mother by suffocating her with a trash bag. Then, with the help of her...
No, y'all.
What?
So they saying on the 22nd.
Hold on. No, 27th.
No, the 22nd supposedly they killed. No,
the 23rd supposedly.
Early morning Tuesday. So Monday night going into Monday night up into Tuesday morning. That's when everything happened. Then the 27th, that Saturday. But now it's the 2nd. See. Cause they grilling on the... Why? And they said...
Oh, so y'all grilled the weekend. Yeah, so what? The 27th.
But why would the neighbor call about y'all grilling? Because in the very beginning, they said the neighbor called about them grilling.
Because it was like a big...
Big what?
Like black smoke. I guess it didn't look like grill, like a
regular
grill smoking. It like kind of seemed a little bit more...
If you know about like burning of certain things, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, I don't know why.
So I guess the different colors of the smoke,
maybe,
which is like burning different things, the smoke does appear differently.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question, but yeah,
because it's the weekend of grilling. Most people ain't. You see smoke, you ain't but black smoke is very different than I guess white smoke. It'd be white smoke, like wood.
Yeah.
19-year-old daughter, she tried to cover it up. It was a week later that Margaret's remains came to light. But why? By all accounts, she was a loving, caring daughter, dedicated to nursing her ailing mother. In just one night, all that had changed.
The mother and her daughter have been charged in connection with murdering the family's grandmother.
A woman allegedly killed and dismembered by her daughter and granddaughter. It's a case that is stopping everyone in their tracks, and as Lex Juarez explains, it's posing a challenge for investigators, too.
Margaret's bank account was active even after her death on May 23rd, buying a box of 13-gallon trash bags, paper towels, and a plastic drop cloth. The chainsaw purchase was also in Margaret's name. If Candace...
So you bought all this shit in your own mama's name. You killed her and bought the weapons you was gonna chop her up with, and disposed of her body with her own money.
Had used her mother's money to buy the items used to dispose of her body. What's to say she hadn't been using it while Margaret was still alive as well? This was made tragically evident by a series of phone calls made to Margaret's bank.
Hold on. That would be. That's how they got the dates. Cause this is a mock-up of the. But that's how they got the date.
Okay, so the 23rd, a whole week
right
prior.
After she started ordering stuff.
I hope, bro. I'm thinking it's like, either way it go.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's the 29th
when all,
and
y'all
the detective said it couldn't have been Tuesday you saw her in the bed because her body was already decomposed.
Yeah.
And they were fishing and it had to have been earlier.
Yeah. The 23rd, wow.
Name. If Candace had used her mother's money to buy the items used to dispose of her body, what's to say she hadn't been using it while Margaret was still alive as well? This was made tragically evident by a series of phone calls made to Margaret's bank. In many calls, a woman who said she was Margaret Craig asked the bank to approve large purchases, such as a $211 pair of collectible sneakers, and wire money into Candace's account.
Wow.
In other calls, a woman who called herself Margaret, whose voice was notably different and older, pleaded for help. She'd been noticing strange purchases appearing on her statement from services she'd never used, like DoorDash and Lyft. This was the real Margaret, discovering that she'd been the victim of financial fraud. And the culprit was none other than her own daughter. Celia confirms this.
Like no beefing or nothing in the house.
My grandmother and my mother about that money situation.
About your grandmother thinking that your mother was stealing money.
Yeah. And sometimes my grandmother would go checking it. And my grandmother would be like, where's the money at? And the money was gone.
Candace was systematically stealing from her own mother, who had a healthy retirement pot. Sometimes she'd even enlist her youngest daughter, who was 12, in the scheme, getting her to phone the bank for a new debit card.
Huh?
So where was she at? Where was she at doing all this?
I mean, I would assume...
She's 12.
Are they still in school? What is I'm trying to think of
early Tuesday morning, meaning 1, 2 o'clock in the morning when she was killed. She was smoking. So she was deceased.
I don't know, child.
I'm saying in the house,
I know what you're saying.
It stinks in the house.
I know exactly what you're
Nobody
saying.
Shit, bro. That's crazy.
When Margaret finally realized what was going on and confronted her about it that fateful Monday night, Candace killed her. Candace denies all of this. She even tries to blame Celia and her middle daughter for the killing. But Celia knows it's time to do the right thing. She pleads guilty to accessory after the fact and is sentenced to supervised probation for 5 years.
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. That ain't no accessory. She helped. Man, I 100% believe she helped kill that woman. And you help dismember the body, and all you get is 5 years probation? Man, fuck it. Man, these folks be pissing me the fuck off, bro. I understand y'all be needing y'all, man, 5 years in jail.
At the least.
Nah, that ain't even nothing.
At
man.
the least in jail. I mean, in prison.
I need you to do more than that.
Yeah, I said, yes. I need you to do more than that, for sure. What are you not understanding? Yes, for sure.
No.
5 years probation is crazy.
I need her to do 15 at least.
Unless things went on and... well, she said she pleads guilty to it. I don't know. Maybe, I guess they need... I guess they needed to use her.
That's fucked up, bro.
Especially since the mama trying to put it on her and the other daughter. They needed to.
Tell me Benny...
So that they can actually get... Right. Where is Benny? Because I know he got something... Be for real. Come on. He stay in the house too. But she ain't gonna put it on her man, but she'll put it on her daughters. Which I don't think too highly of anyway. You just take your mama out like that.
All y'all got some...
Exactly. Everybody in the house. Well, I don't know. I'm trying to,
In exchange, she takes the stand to testify against her mother.
Yeah, I figured.
She tells the jury about the stealing and the confrontation and the killing. She tells them about the burning and the grill and the chainsaw, all the different methods they tried and failed to hide what Candace had done.
And you know what? Another thing, she said she questioned her mama about the chainsaw. Girl, you know not to question your mama about that damn chainsaw. Just because you have an Amazon account, she ordered it on the Amazon account doesn't mean
and what
she
you
used her
question
money.
about it because you already know what she using it for.
Yeah.
But
you didn't question her because you like, oh, mama ordered a chain. Even if that's the case, but she didn't use your money. You know what I mean?
All the different methods they tried and failed to hide what Candace had done. When asked why she helped cover up this heinous crime, Celia just replies, "Because my mother asked me." She must also undergo psychiatric and psychological evaluation and a drug and alcohol evaluation. She will live with her grandfather, Margaret's husband, in D.C. until she finds herself permanent housing. Candace, meanwhile, is found guilty. There are no mitigating factors in her life.
She was someone who worked hard all her life. She was providing for her grown daughter who was living with her grandchildren, and she even allowed her daughter's boyfriend to live in the home. So this is a giving, caring, loving, compassionate, and understanding woman who was killed, who was asphyxiated by her daughter. And make no mistake, Miss Candace Craig absolutely committed this crime, and she is now being held accountable.
As a result, she's sentenced to life without possibility of parole. Today, she sits in prison, with her family still reeling from what she's done. Not just murder, but the murder of a vulnerable elderly person and a loving grandmother. What do you think about this tragic story? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Until next.
How you do, bro?
How they even let her? Like, y'all ain't try, bro.
Rest in peace to Margaret. That is so sad, bro.
Just trying to see. We ain't got no inmate mug shot. It's just that.
That's it.
Could that be her, but she was more sick? Just imagine your 71-year-old mother, frail, sick, dependent on you.
You take her out like that because she confronted you about you
stealing
her money. Why are you stealing from her?
Honestly, all y'all was stealing her money.
You know what I'm saying?
The boyfriend, the key,
Everybody just using her.
Talking about for spending on shoes and shit. Motherfucker, you don't get your ass up and go get a damn job. What the fuck is wrong? That pisses me off, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all spam us up in the comments, man. Let us know y'all thoughts in the comments for us down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
Kid and C.
We are.
No time to kick it, got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar, 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 dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar, 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 dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.